I thought I'd take a little bit of time to talk about one of the games in the collection. I was looking through some older games looking for a book, and I came across this. This is Space Opera. And I thought I'd talk about it for a little bit because most people don't talk about it that much, to be honest. This is from Fantasy Games Unlimited. Fantasy Games Unlimited was a competitor to TSR to a certain extent. They started after TSR in 1975 and started publishing role-playing games. This is definitely not the only one they did. They did a game called Chivalry and Sorcery, which was definitely a direct competitor to Dungeons and Dragons. There was a Villains and Vigilantes superhero game, which famously encouraged you to use yourself as the model for the character, and then you would roll to give yourself superpowers, which was interesting. But Space Opera was their science fiction game, and this was a very complex game. Like, very, very complex. I've heard it said that somebody needed to have a degree in physics to appreciate the Starship design rules. They did have their own world for this, but and published several supplements describing it. But it was an early role-playing game. This is not unlike, I guess, Traveller, but Traveller probably had smoother rules than this. It should be noted that for the era, 1980, late 1970s to 1980, complex was the flavor that the rules came in. And this is an excellent example. Space Opera was enormously complex. And you know what? That's fine. If people who played it loved it, I think there were some strong reviews early on. I think that complex games can be interesting, but we have moved away from this kind of complexity. And probably for the best. It makes it easier to get into a game, easier to learn it when it becomes less complex than what this was.